What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oscar Dela Hoya. Oscar Dela Hoya has declared that he has seriously considered coming back at the age of 47. He said he's intending to see what happens with Mike Tyson's proposed return first, but wants a real fight against a top guy at super welterweight/middleweight. And that includes Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and a lot of other guys. Now, what do I think about Oscar De La Hoya? It's not so surprising as you may think, because we had other guys like Evander Holyfield. Roy Jones has mentioned something, James Toney. Oscar De La Hoya himself has called out Conor McGregor and saying he would knock him out in 2 rounds. So, Oscar De La Hoya was a guy that I feel that his last performance was piss poor, and it was piss poor due to the fact that I think he cut too much weight, because he went from middleweight down to below at a catch weight people at welterweight to fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, they agreed to fight at 145. And Oscar De La Hoya claimed that he couldn't pull the trigger at that weight. He wasn't ready. He wasn't fit. I know he was drained. He was a dead man at that weight anyway. Nonetheless, I think they should have negotiated, because Manny Pacquiao fought at 147 naturally anyway. So if anything, he should have agreed to fight him at the 147 limit. However, it didn't matter anyways, because he was coming from 160, 154, then back down to 147, okay? And I think a lot of the times where Oscar De La Hoya, I think he should have learned from Roy Jones. Even though Roy Jones was a much better fighter than Oscar De La Hoya, he still suffered the same type of situation with him being knocked out by Antonio Tarver in their second fight. Oscar De La Hoya just took a beating at 145 trying to make that weight, and I think he should have made a comeback by now. Because if you can remember, the year before that, he fought Floyd Mayweather to a split decision loss. Okay, so you go from losing by split decision to getting annihilated by Manny Pacquiao. I think he owed it to himself to come back way before now. Okay, because if you look at that, that's 12 years ago. Okay, 12 years on top of drug abuse, alcohol abuse. We have to be real, because Oscar De La Hoya has been involved in all that several times. So what does he really have left? And at least he does acknowledge why he's coming back. He's coming back because of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has set a trend, and honestly, I think Mike Tyson's gonna get a lot of people hurt. Honestly, because De La Hoya, if he's trying to have a quote unquote real fight, he's gonna get hurt. Mike Tyson's talking about fighting for charity at first, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, but I would recommend him fighting someone at his own age, but he is calling out John Jones, so that's not smart either. So I think it's all up to Mike. Mike is the pioneer of this awakening of these retired guys that were once warriors, legends in the sport, and Oscar De La Hoya joins that circle of people. Now, could he do that in the past? Yeah, I think he could really give someone like Errol Spence a great fight back then, and let alone beat him maybe. But now, no. I haven't seen Oscar in the ring for the longest time. And again, this isn't the Oscar De La Hoya that we are accustomed to seeing. Let's put it this way. We're accustomed to seeing Oscar De La Hoya outside the ring, looking at his fighters, promoting Canelo and Linares and guys like that, and Garcia. We're used to him being outside the ring with the salt and pepper goatee. Okay, we're not used to him being in the ring in training or any of that. In fact, I haven't seen him train in years. This De La Hoya, he's not a Klitschko like a Vladimir. He's not Vladimir. Vladimir stays in the gym. He's a gym rat. De La Hoya is not. Dela Hoya probably would have been better off if he did, but he's not. I think he's fell off. He has that middle, age spread. He looks like he's closer to 50 because he is. The dynamic things he did in the ring back in the day were one thing, but that was once upon a time. Okay, so we'll see. However, if Mike Tyson comes in there and goes in there and does something, a lot of these fighters are going to get brave enough to do the same thing. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Okay, so he's speaking it right now. Okay, and Mike Tyson, is believing it, before he hopes to receive it. De La Hoya is speaking it. So he's waiting to see, if Mike Tyson receives it. Okay, so it's really all eyes are on Mike Tyson at this point. But we can tell that the popularity of these guys that are decided to make a decision on themselves, what that can catapult and encourage other people to do. But De La Hoya coming back into the sport at age 47. I know he just turned 47 and all, but I don't know. We'll see. My counterpunch on it, we'll see, because he's waiting for Mike. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Oscar De La Hoya turning or thinking about returning to the ring. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.